Hi guys, it's Amber from Amber Eats Books, and I'm here today to bring you my weekly reads video. This is the video where I discuss what I read last week, what I'm currently reading, and what I hope to read for the coming week. Please excuse my lighting today and my setup. I am filming before I leave for work, so it is still dark outside, so I have to use my inside lighting, and it's just not quite the same, but I have to work with what I have. Anyway, let's get into these books. As always, I'm going to start with my lowest ranked book and work my way to my highest. This week was a good reading week because my lowest ranked book is a 4-star read, and that is Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. This is book 2 in the Farseer trilogy. This is the story of Fitz. He's an illegitimate son of a prince. He's been trained as a royal assassin, but things have happened since the last book that has kind of changed his position. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a really great book. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. It took me 5 full days to read, however, because Robin Hobb's writing is so detailed. The chapters are very long, but I really enjoy her writing. I enjoy it so much, but you cannot skip a single word, because if you try to even think about skipping ahead, something will happen in those few paragraphs, and you have to go back and reread it anyway because you need to know what's happening. But yeah, she is such a great writer. She develops these characters, and the world is so complex. I will say with her books, though, they are a little boring at times for people that do not love political intrigue. There's a lot of discussions, a lot of going back and forth about political situations within the kingdom that some people might find boring. I, however, do not. I absolutely love it. When there is action, though, I mean, it's pretty action-packed, so it does pick up. It does, really continue on, but sometimes I do find that it might be hard for people to get into. But yeah, I really love this book. I highly recommend it if you guys are huge fans of political intrigue. The first line in this book is, "Why is it forbidden to write down specific knowledge of the magics?" So because that last book was so large and took me so many days, I finished one other book in addition to that. And that book was Warriors Don't Cry by Melba Pattillo-Beals. This is a memoir about the battle to integrate Little Rock Central High. This book was fantastic. I had never read a nonfiction account about integration. I just happened to pick this up when I went to, I think it was a used bookstore over the summer last year, and I'm so glad that I did because it was really great. I gave this 5 stars. This is the story about this girl, Melba, who is one of the 9 students picked to integrate this high school, and the things that they have to deal with and the stuff that they have to go through, not only them, but their families, is just horrific. It really made me feel so grateful for the life that I've lived because I couldn't imagine having to go through what she went through. This book I recommend for everyone to read. I even think they're teaching this in schools because this was a student copy, which I think is fantastic. I'm highly encouraging my children who are 12 and 14 to read this because I feel like it is a very, very important book for them to read so they even understand that the life that they're living, even though it has its challenges, is still nothing compared to what this girl has gone through. So I thought the author, who is writing this 40 years after the fact, did a really good job conveying to us how she felt as a 15-year-old going into the school. She also included, articles and excerpts from her diary in here, which I thought gave it a great personal touch and made you really feel like you were back in this time period. Yeah, so I just loved it, and I highly, highly recommend it. I just think everyone should read it if you have not already. So please go pick it up if you don't know anything about it. It's fine because she goes step by step in here and tells you everything that you need to know. The first line in this book is, "Some people call me a heroine because I was one of the 9 black teenagers who integrated Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957. So those were the 2 books that I was able to complete this week. Now on to what I'm currently reading. Last night I just started, I'm only a couple pages in, Room by Emma Donoghue. This is actually an advanced reader's copy, which I did not know at the time when I bought it. I bought this, I think, before I even started BookTube. So I didn't know that, but now that I have it, I realize that, yes, that is the case. But anyway, I don't know anything about this book. Nothing, because that's how I like going into books lately. I just get a general sense of maybe what they're about, but I don't really read the synopsis. I don't want to know because then I end up spoiling myself. But so far, out of the few pages I read, it is being told from a 5-year-old's point of view. So I know a lot of people do not like child narrators. I've only read a few books with child narrators. One of them was Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, and I personally really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping to really enjoy this one. I know a lot of you commented last week that you really enjoyed this book and you thought, or you hoped that I would. So I'm very hopeful that I will. Anyway, this is what I'm currently reading. Now on to what I hope to read over the course of the next week or 2, because I actually went to the library this week and I picked up a few books. I feel like I have a few more that are going to come in this week, so it's just going to be a very long TBR list. I think I have 4 books here, and then we'll just see how I feel. I'll just pick up whatever I'm in the mood for as it comes, and if I get more in this week, I might pick up some of those. So we will see how the week goes, but I still have on my TBR from last week, Once We Were Brothers by Ronald H. Balson. This is a World War II novel, which if I'm in the mood, I may pick this up. I absolutely love World War II novels, so this is definitely one that is a front runner. Then I also picked up The Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman. Tina over at the Neverending Bookshelf highly recommended this. She really loves the series, and I'm a sucker for, like, you know, YA fantasy. So we will see. I will see how I like it. Hopefully it'll be great. Then this is a nonfiction book, I believe, that has been making the rounds around BookTube, and that is Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doty. I have seen this all over, and I just thought it sounds fascinating, so I cannot wait to read this one. This will probably be my nonfiction pick for March. And then I also picked up Americana by, I'm gonna butcher this name, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And I've just heard many people rave about her writing. I've never tried it, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what it's all about. So those were all the books that I've read, that I'm currently reading, and that I hope to read. What did you guys read this week? Did you read anything that you absolutely fell in love with? Please let me know down in those comments below. Anyway, have a great week and happy reading.